What is going on, everybody, guys and gals, goons and or goblins? It is ABS, already been Slinky, aka Lifeboy, but you can just call me what you want. It doesn't matter. Whatever it is, call me Timbuk Timmy, I don't care.
Timmy, we've been totally spying on you.
I've been getting a lot of people saying it's a bit confusing in terms of energy Uno, so I came up with just a different method to the madness, and I'm going to be explaining it in this video. I think it's a new method that's a lot easier, and it does follow the Uno format a lot more than the initial method, so it's easier to understand. There's going to be things that are going to be a lot more technical, but there's strategy involved, and of course everyone's going to have their own way of playing. So I remember I did mention it's kind of like the Amazing Race, which it's still gonna be. It's still gonna be an elimination race, a 9-person race to the top, to the finish line, but it's gonna be more Uno based, aka each energy that's going to be played, everyone's going to have their own hand, but each energy that's played is going to be specific to an energy that's already on the table. Kind of like how Uno is played, where you can play a red on a red. This is going to be where if you can play a fire on a grass, or you can play an electric on a water. Now, guys and gals, you got to remember that whatever's being played on the field, you must conquer it. You must have something that can go above it or beat it. So again, in this case, what beats a water energy? Well, we have here a grass energy and an electric energy. Those would be your only two options to beat the water energy that is already on the field here. Basically following Pokemon's format of which elements beat which elements, it's going to be like that, but Uno format. So if I have a fire card in my hand and I know that I can play that because the grass card is played, it kind of makes sense. I'm going to explain it all in a very, very, very good, clean simulation coming up just next. And of course, there's going to be cards that are in the deck that are going to be doing some crazy surprises. There's going to be prize cards, which allow certain players, if you draw them, you're going to be entered into a mini game right away, which could allow you to just walk away with some amazing prizes. There's also cards that are not going to be your friend, cards that you want to avoid, or cards that other players are going to try to capture to play on you to get an advantage, of course. So stick around, stay tuned, hit that sub button, because Energy Uno, it kicks off December 19th, and we are taking submissions for slots this Wednesday in 2 days. So check this new method out. If you like it, let me know. If you don't like it, still let me know. But I believe this is going to be the easiest way to play, so check it out. So this is kind of the setup you guys are going to see here, which is just going to be the person's name, the person that's going to be up for their turn. This is what you're going to see here. So for me, it's Timbuk Timmy, right? So let's say it's Timbuk Timmy's turn. This is now going to be a turn-based game. Everyone's going to have a hand, and everyone's going to have the opportunity to play each turn, just like Uno, just like any other card game. So a turn-based game it will be. So just remember that. Now each player is going to start with the exact same hand, all of the energies, every single one. So each player is going to start with a total of 9 cards. The object of the game is going to be to get rid of all of these different types of elements, different types of energies. Simple as that. Following that simple, kind of simplified Uno format, instead of collecting energies, I've reverted it back to you got to get rid of energies. I feel like it's a little bit more simple to understand. So once we've determined who's going first and we've divvied out everybody's elements, everyone's energies, right? I keep calling them elements. Then we get to the gameplay. Actually, what's going to happen, what happens in terms of which energy beats what. So let's say this is what we're actually starting with. Again, it's going to be that Uno type of format. We're going to have our deck here with all of our surprise cards in there, but also our energies. And then we're going to have something that starts it off, right? That flip card. In this case, it's going to be a steel energy or metal energy. So let's say Timbuk Timmy is first to go. That's me. So let's say I'm first to go, and I know in my hand here I've got all of the same. And again, I'm not going to be shy about sharing people's hands the first time, because again, everyone starts with the full energies. So let's say it's my turn, Timbuk Timmy's turn, and again, I have all of the same as everybody else in my hand, right? One energy of each kind. So my play here is going to be pretty simple. I have one thing to do, and that is to play on top of this energy here. So I've developed a list of basically each type of energy losing to each type of energy twice, if that makes sense, if you guys are still following me. So in this case, this metal energy is going to lose to a water energy and a fire energy. So those would be my only two plays in my hand, right? As the official, I would be telling you this, I would be explaining this on camera live to you, saying that, hey, look, you have two options here. What would you like to do? Now, for an example, let's say you didn't have these energies. Let's put those off to the side. Let's say you were short. You were deep into the round and you just didn't have anything to play on this water energy here. Well, that's when you pick up a card. Same as Uno, same as anything here. You'd pick up one card. If you can't go off that one card, then unfortunately you have to miss your turn. Missing turns is huge because of course it gives everybody else an advantage. So there's also cards in here that are gonna allow you on your turn, if you draw them, you can actually make a lot of people's lives a lot harder. Let's just say that. Now again, I just wanna show this so that everyone kind of gets it. Each energy can be beaten by two other energies. So again, for an example, this lightning energy loses to a metal energy and a fighting energy. So if this lightning energy is on the field instead, let's say, and you have one of these two cards in your hand, again, I'm going to be showing everyone's hand, not the full hand, but I'm going to be showing what you're able to play. I won't be exposing all this, but I'll expose exactly what you need to play. And if you want to play them, you're the judge, you're the jury. The psychic energy can be played on top of another psychic energy. It also loses to darkness. So if you have a darkness energy, darkness can beat psychic, but it's the only energy out of the set that loses to itself. So almost look at it like not a trump card, but a card that you do want to play last just in case. Now, specialty cards are going to be a huge part of this game. Just like normal Uno, there's the reverses, there's the wilds, there's the wild fours and all that stuff. So there's going to be cards in this deck that are going to allow people to skip people's turns. Crushing Hammer. This is a huge game changer. This allows the person to, when drawn, the person who drew it can actually skip up to 6 people's turns. Up to, if you'd like. You can be nice and do 1 or 2, but you can skip up to 6 people's turns. Other big no-no card is the energy retrieval. You do not want to get hit with one of these. The person that draws this card will allow themselves to pick one person out of whoever's remaining and give them full energies. You start from the beginning, basically. There's only one of these in the deck, so relax. It's not like there's a crazy amount, but really a game changer. You don't want to be hit with one. Remember, the object of the game is to get rid of cards. You don't want to be sitting around waiting for prizes. Prizes will come to you. You don't want to sit around and wait for them, because if you do, you might be eliminated. And guys and gals, I'm going to be making another updated video, not about the game, but just about how things are going to be rolling, and I'm going to try to make it as smooth as I possibly can. It's really, really, really difficult right now because it's just a lot. There's a lot on the plate, and I don't have enough time to eat. I think one of the main things a lot of people just need to focus on is, number one, what they have in their hands. When you're playing, I'm going to, again, be showing everyone's hands to the camera. So you really want to focus and you want to say, okay, you know what, I'm going to play this round or the next round. And if you're, again, playing, you also want to make sure you keep an eye on what your opponents have in their hand, right? Because it makes the strategy more appealing. Of course, there's a lot of luck involved. There's a lot of just random stuff happening, which is, you know, hey, fish got to fly, birds got to swim type deal. But it's also super fun, and it does take a little bit of strategy, because knowing what cards to play and when, and how many cards your opponent has, what cards your opponent has, could cost them, could cost you. Shoutouts to my cavity cat, my dude cat. He's been a fantastic supporter through this whole thing, man. You're an awesome guy, man. Love ya. And honestly, he's been so generous enough to even put some prizes up in the prize pool from his own collection. So it's insane, guys and gals. Like, give it up for Cat. And if you don't follow him, go follow him. I will put his name in the description below. He has some fantastic videos, some great openings. He's chasing that Chonky Chew, and we're really just gonna have a great community and try to figure it out. Try to figure out who's gonna take it, who's taking home that Shadowless Chancey. December the 16th is when slots open. My PayPal will be in the description of the video that I make for the Tuesday, so for tomorrow. And then on Wednesday, I'll make another one just updating everyone on what's happening for the Saturday. But keep those dates in your pocket. And to everybody out there, have a great start to your week. We will be seeing you on another video very shortly. And again, Wednesday, December 16th is when slots open. You can then PayPal me your slot, which is only $10 Canadian. I will then write you down. You will be officially in for the premiere. And hey, we're gonna make someone happy, I'm telling you. Great week, and we gonna see you on the next one. Peace.